7 years ago, my life split into two paths, and I was forced onto the one I never chose. I still remember the day my older brother announced his engagement. He stood there confident and smiling, showing off his success, his money, and the woman standing beside him. That woman was Emma, the same woman who once held my hand and promised a future with me. Back then, I had nothing but dreams. I was still struggling to build my career, working long hours for little pay, believing love would be enough. My brother, on the other hand, had wealth, status, and a lifestyle that impressed everyone. Emma didn't deny her feelings for me, but she said love alone couldn't give her security. When she chose him, it felt like betrayal from both sides. Their wedding was grand, filled with expensive decorations and fake smiles. I didn't attend. I couldn't watch the woman I loved marry my own brother. Instead, I packed my bags, left the city, and promised myself I would never depend on anyone again. That pain became my motivation. The years that followed were brutal but transformative. I failed more times than I can count, slept in small apartments, and worked non-stop. Slowly, my efforts paid off. I built a successful business, earned respect, and created a life I was proud of. I never reached out to them, and they never checked on me either. 7 years later, fate brought us together again at a family gathering. I walked in calm and confident, no longer the struggling younger brother they remembered. My brother's smile froze when he saw me. Emma's eyes widened, not with happiness, but with regret she couldn't hide. During dinner, I noticed the cracks in their perfect life. My brother complained constantly, his confidence gone. Emma was quiet, distant, and unhappy. Their wealth remained, but the warmth between them was missing. The love they once bragged about had turned into obligation. Later that evening, Emma pulled me aside. She apologized through trembling words, admitting she had made the wrong choice. She said money gave comfort, but it never replaced peace or love. She confessed she still thought about what our life could have been.
I listened without anger, without satisfaction. I told her I had forgiven her long ago, but I was no longer the man she once knew. The love I had for her belonged to the past, buried with the boy I used to be. My brother overheard part of our conversation. That night he confronted me, his voice filled with frustration and envy. He admitted he had married to win, not to love. And now he was living with the consequences. For the first time, he looked smaller than me. I didn't feel victorious. I felt free. I realized my success wasn't about proving them wrong, but about proving myself strong. Losing Emma had pushed me to become someone better, someone independent. When I left the gathering, I didn't look back. Their regrets were no longer my burden to carry. I had my own future, built by pain, patience, and persistence. 7 years ago, I lost the woman I loved to my rich brother. Today, I walked away with something far more valuable: self-respect, peace, and a life no one could take from me again.